Hey guys, welcome back to Inspire Home and Garden, and today we are making Italian sausage, and it is hot, of course. We're going to start off with some pequin powder. That's right, this is a Mexican spice. Be careful guys, this one's hot. I grind it up myself, or usually I go to the Mexican market and get it. Then we're going to use fennel seed. I use about a half a jar on this one, and a bunch of onion powder. And we're also going to put some garlic powder in there, and some salt, of course, and then also some olive oil, which you're going to see that in a few minutes. It's all going to mix together so that we can start making our marinade for the Italian sausage part. You can make this as hot as you want. I make it pretty spicy, so that's why the pequin powder is in there. The more you put in there, of course, the hotter it's going to be, so very, very careful on that one. Mix it up with a spoon and get ready for your meat part of things. Today we are going to be making my meat combination of pork belly and also pork butt or pork shoulder. What I do is I put these into little packages and I seal them up so they're all ready to go usually. This time I think I had to use a mixture because I had more pork belly than I did with the pork shoulder. So this is pork belly right here. It is fabulous for bacon too, which I make my own bacon also. But you want to get them into little chunks that I was just showing you here a moment ago. As small as possible, that way it can go through the grinder. If you do decide that you want to use the grinder, that's the best way to go as far as grinding up for sausage. You can also use a blender, of course, or a mixer of some sort, and that usually works pretty good for a processor, actually. That usually works better. But you want to make sure that the meat is really cold. It makes it a lot better for mixing up. So my knife gets really, really dull during this process, so I usually get out my sharpener and I start sharpening my knife several times in between cutting up this meat for this video. So you'll start to see that I'm using my knife. I love this sharpener. It's electric and I don't have to do anything except for put it in there, hold it, and put it through all the little sections to make it all nice and sharp. I've been doing this for a while now with a sharpener, and the knives seem to do a lot better because they go dull real fast, it seems like, after you buy them from the store. So, like I said, cut them up as small as possible. That way you can get them all into little tiny pieces. It makes it go to the blender, food processor, or even the shredder a lot better, so that you can make those small pieces that you need to make. Also, during this process, you want to make sure that you cut up all the meat equally. You want to make sure that you have more pork belly than you do, or a good nice mixture of pork belly, which is actually has a lot of fat in it, to the regular meat part of things. Now you're going to see right here I have my pork belly coming out of everything, or into the mix, and this is the meat part of things, okay? It does have a little bit of fat to it too, which will also help the sausage be to the right consistency, so you don't have to add any extra fat to it or olive oil. So you want to cut up all these pieces, and then you want to go ahead and stick them all into the refrigerator and marinate them. You're going to see towards the end I mix up everything and then also put the plastic wrap on the top. It's actually been in the refrigerator for about a week. It depends. You can do it 24 or 48. I sometimes do it for a week, and sometimes that tastes better. Make sure your meat is within enough time with the expiration dates. You might want to even put expires this on the package. That way you knew how many days that meat was going to expire after you took it out of the refrigerator, especially when you have those circles around them of the expiration dates. When you pull those out of the packages at Costco or get a really good deal on the meat, you know how that goes. You can also have your butcher grind up or cut the meat up into little pieces if you want to, which they might do that for you. I don't know, you'll have to ask them. I don't know if they still do that or not at the grocery stores. I haven't done that in a very long time, so it's hard to tell, but I know they used to. After everything's all said and done, you want to, of course, put that in the refrigerator, like I said, and then marinate it for a while, and then, of course, make sure it's nice and cold before you start running it through the grinder part of things. So, you're going to see the grinder part of things here after we're all said and done. It's going to be like a short week for you because I'll be pulling it out of there. And then we'll be using the sausage for some of the meals that will be created with some of the Italian foods that I like to have. So you'll have to stay tuned for all that stuff coming up later. But I just thought you guys would like to know how to make your own sausage. I'm allergic to a bunch of things, and the processing, some of the processes and stuff like that the meat goes through that is used in some of the sausages is not really all the greatest for me, like the nitrates and stuff. Like even the curing process of the bacon is not very good for me. It actually activates my asthma, so I tend to not use any MSGs or any of that kind of stuff, or the nitrates that that all comes in, because it hurts my asthma. So I tend to make my own stuff now. I'm really careful about it because it always seemed like it wasn't the healthiest or wasn't the greatest for me. Not to say that this isn't healthy or anything like that, or healthier, because technically I am using some pork belly in it, which could be considered a little bit, out as far as fat wise and fat content. So basically you only probably use about a pound of each type of meat to get it to the right consistency that you want. In this case, I'm probably using more pork belly than I am actually pork shoulder, but it's going to taste way yummy at the end. So anyway, stay tuned and we'll get this to the grinding part of things. Okay guys, it's I don't know, a week later. You want to put a flat bowl in here so that you can do your meat just perfectly. You also want to make sure there's olive oil inside the machine and up on the top. Hey guys, sorry about the camera angle on this one. I don't know what happened. I had some problems with my camera recording at this point in time, so you're going to see some weird camera angles. And also the fact that my video recording studio that I tried to fix with Apple was not working as well to try to adjust the camera angle. So I do apologize for the camera torn apart, but at least you can see some of it. Alright guys, there you go. You got a hot Italian sausage right there. Looks nice and yummy. And I think you guys are going to enjoy this one. This is all stuff you can buy at your grocery store. And it's yummy and it's all good for your Italian dishes. I have several dishes coming up here pretty soon that are all going to be wonderful to use this in. Unfortunately, I don't have any casings. The finances are getting a little tight, so it might be, depending on what happens in the next couple weeks, we may have to see what we can do as far as meal prep wise, and also our DIY stuff. We may have to kind of take it easy on the DIY stuff for a little while, depending on what happens. I'm having some financial things going on right now, so we may have to take it easy on the credit card for a little while. So we'll find out what happens, trying to pay that off. So keep subscribing to the videos. We really appreciate all of you guys. We really appreciate everything. Keep, putting thumbs up and everything else. And we're trying to get to our 4,000 watch hours. Right now we only have, no, come back, Shoba, come here. Sorry guys. Shoba, come here. Shoba, come. Take a break. So we only have, I think, 1,700 watch hours. We need 4,000 watch hours to go. So we're still kind of getting those watch hours as much as we can so that we can get all this stuff paid for by YouTube. It does not cost to subscribe. You guys know that. It is really just keep watching the commercials and thumbs ups and stuff like that so that we can keep doing all this videos and watching the everything to the end. That usually helps. So I appreciate all of you guys who are doing that, and I appreciate everybody and the comments and everything else that you guys have been doing. If you have questions about anything, maybe we can do a question video or something like that up next or something like that. Just let me know. That way I can put this stuff together for you. But for the next couple weeks, I do have some recipes that we can do with this sausage. So we'll be able to do some Italian dishes and that sort of a thing coming up in the next few weeks. But anyway, this is hot Italian sausage for you. Thanks for watching Food Aspire Home and Garden. I hope you guys inspire to do something wonderful in your life, no matter what it is, and inspire other people to do something wonderful in theirs. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Don't work too hard, but I know you guys will. And also inspire others again, and have a good rest of your week. We'll see you next Monday on Food Aspire Home and Garden.